What's going on, guys? It is Selling 101. Thank you so much for following me last week with a Buying 101. Now we're talking about selling. We're starting today with selling versus selling. I'm going to get into this in a second. This is very important to talk to all you sellers. Sellers, when you are ready to sell and you hire an agent to represent your house, your agent should be taking care of everything. You should never be paying for photos. You should not be paying for your carpet to get clean, or your tile to get clean, or your drones, or your videos, or anything. That is your agent's responsibility. So when a house comes on the market and I see cell phone pictures or anything else, it drives me mad because the owner should be telling their agent, "You're fired. I want this done professionally." And this is the reason why I say this all the time. My job, my responsibility is to market your home to as many people as possible, to every single person in different ways. I might capture some audience with some comical thing I do, which I've done. I might capture audiences with pictures or a video, open house, Zillow, realtor. It doesn't matter, right? Because my responsibility is to get you money. If you could potentially, at the lowest end, let's say you only made an extra $1,000 because you had professional pictures done. Well, I don't care. It's still $1,000. Just by doing something that you should be done in your house, it's an extra $1,000. So my whole philosophy is act as if. Act as if it's always a buyer's market, right? So what if it's the hottest market? I'm going to still act as if. We put a house on the market in Abilene Creek. It's the first time I've ever seen in the history of Zillow or any other thing with over 7,000 views, over 500 saves. That means people are nonstop looking at it. Well, guess what? That had to be professionally done. Pictures, description, open house, and we can get into all that as we do this video, for the next week or two. But it's very important. And I'm going to go over something with you guys with the house that we just put on in the contract, and we got a $50,000 lower offer because of what I'm talking about. So, selling versus selling. I meet with a client. I say, "What are you thinking about doing?" They say, "Selling." I go, "Okay. Why?" Selling arrow means you have all the time. Selling out means you don't. And this is what I mean. Selling comes in so many different ways. And it's important to know this because it's different ways we can market the house. So let's say someone reaches out to me and says, "You know what? I want to see how much money I can get from my house. I don't care if I sell or not, but I'd really like to obtain a certain amount of profit." That's number one. Number two is, you know what, we're thinking about selling, or maybe there's a situation where people might be separating. They want to see if they should sell or refi. There's so many different ways on this selling the top where if you don't sell, it's not the end of the world. But if I can make money, let's make money. Or an investment property. In that case, it gives us a little bit more time, I say, to test the waters, right? So for instance, if somebody's house is worth, say, $300,000, I might play with the number and go $324.99 or $349. Because remember, in the other post I put, everybody searches within increments, right? When people are setting up their search criteria, they're not going 300 to 315. They're going, I'm looking for houses between 3 and 325 or 3 and 350. You have to remember, in the last decade, our whole world has changed completely with search criteria sites and social media and everything else. If you went back in the 2000s, there wasn't all these platforms for people to search, and there wasn't all these platforms for people to market homes, right? A lot of it was the Penny Saver, a lot of it was the Yankee Trader, or whatever else you had, right? Nowadays, people can set up their own, right? Their agent will either set it up for them or they'll set it up themselves and they'll get alerts. So when people price their homes at like 401, it's the most ridiculous number in the history of the world. Why would you price it at 401 where, hey, if you price it at 399, you'll probably get more traffic. But if you're going to price it in the fours, you might as well go higher. And that's what I can do with people that have time. When people don't have time and they're like, "Look, I need to get my house sold. I need to sell it fast." Well, we'll put a marketing plan together to get that thing sold. And it's all about when you put the house on the market. A lot of people don't know, but Wednesdays are the most searched day. So we get the pictures done, we get the house ready on Wednesday, and we state right away we're doing an open house that weekend. And what happens is, all these search criteria sites, they boost your house because you're doing an open house, which more people are going to view your house. And again, we'll get into all that stuff. So it's very important to understand, hey, why are you selling your house, right? What's the reason? How much time frame do I have? The whole nine. That is number one. Number two is there a certain amount of profit you need to make? Because maybe someone's looking to buy a house. Maybe somebody's already in contract to buy a house. So it's really important to understand why you're selling, what you need from the sale. Is it military? The whole nine. Because our job for you is to make this easy, as comfortable, and understand that it's going to be an easy, fun, profitable process. From there, right, sellers, after we sit down and we go over everything with you, okay, this is why you're selling, this is how much you intend to make, the whole nine. We're going to set up your pictures. We're going to set up your showing, how the showings are done. Remember, your showings can be however you want it done. We're going to set up your open houses, and we're going to have a time frame, 5 or 7, whatever days, where we should expect X amount of showings or offers. And so we know by that time frame, if we don't have what we want, why don't we have it? And there's just so much involved with, and it's very easy, by the way, to get this done. And then we have to, this video, determine the market, whether it's a buyer's market, a seller's market. And this is why I'm doing this video for, is to help you guys understand the difference of you putting your house on the market from a crazy seller's market to a crazy buyer's market, which again, we don't know where this market is shifting to, but as more and more inventory comes on, how to help you put your house on the market and still obtain the showings, the views, the whole nine by maybe adjusting certain things. Like you might want to price it high enough then to offer closing costs. And that probably is going to be coming soon. So first things first is why you're selling, how much time frame you have. Do you need to make a certain amount of profits? Let's show you everything, how we can market this the right way, from the open houses to the videos, the whole nine, the Facebook ads, and anything else to get you the most. So this is day one of us talking about selling versus selling. So this is the reason I want to cut this video now. I want you to email me questions you have. Hey, I'm thinking about selling, because I get a lot of emails from people. I'm thinking about selling, or can you do this in this video? Can you explain this moving forward? Because right after this video, I'm going to be saying, okay, we're putting your house on the market, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to walk around the house in a video, show you the house. I'm going to compare everything from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Every single avenue from this day on, whether it's open house, closing cost, pictures, whatever the case may be from this video on. So if you have any questions, please let us know. This was selling versus selling to start the process as to understand why we're selling, and then moving forward with the next video tomorrow, which is now going to be explaining everything both ways. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Karen, talk to you guys soon.